So boys, our next topic that we're going to discuss are variations, and our key word for variations are that they're differences. So if we were in a classroom situation and looking around at each other, you would notice maybe someone had different colour hair, different colour eyes, were a different height, and you have to be able to define what a variation is. So there are differences and characteristics between members of the same species. So it's important that you're talking about the same species and you're comparing characteristics between them. And the key word is differences for variations. There are two main types of differences. Sometimes it's what we acquire during our life. So we might have learned perhaps to speak different languages, have different accents, be able to play different sports, but we didn't get them from our genes, from our mum and dad and their DNA. We just acquired them. So acquired meant that they were learnt. And it's important for you to be able to give an example of what is acquired and learnt during your life. The second type of variation is inherited, and this is passed on from one generation to the next. So inherited means that it is passed on from parents to offspring, and it's in your DNA, on the genes and the chromosomes, that you get those. We would have done different tests in the class to show the differences. We might have done tongue rolling, your ability to roll your tongue or not is inherited. Easy ones like hair colour, eye colour, height, maybe the shape of someone's thumb, whether it's hitchhiker thumb or not would be another example. Maybe earlobes, whether you have earlobes or not, are another example as well. So then we're moving on to say, how come we inherit different characteristics from our parents? So I suppose the first reason is because in sexual reproduction, you have such a variety of different chromosomes going in to the different sperm or egg when it's occurring during mitosis. So it's gamete formation. We will go back to this topic and it will make more sense when we do genetics, that chromosomes independently assort. So one of the chromosome 1 will go into one sperm and another chromosome will go into the other sperm. So we'll have lots of variation there. And you can see in the PowerPoint an example of crossing over, where sometimes chromosomes can overlap each other, and when they pull apart, one piece of a chromosome goes with the other. So we'll be spending more time going back to this. And the other reason that we have inherited variations are mutations. So a simple example like that might be in, say, Chernobyl, which was quite topical this year with the series. So a mutation might occur because radiation from the Chernobyl factory made changes to the DNA of the people. So say maybe you had a male and the gene for having two eyes, the DNA in it got knocked out of place because of radiation coming from the radioactive materials from the Chernobyl factory. And now he's passed that trait down to an offspring where their DNA for giving two eyes has been disrupted, and the person's born with two sockets but maybe just one eye in it. So I'm just going to quick review of that. So variations are differences between species. You either learn them through your life, we call it acquired, or you inherit them in your DNA from your parents, and we know the different examples. And just to move on with inherited variations, they're caused for two reasons: during sexual reproduction, because of independent assortment and crossing over we're going back to, or mutations, changes in the DNA, and they might be for various reasons.